Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. These are general messages for the collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter placements. Let's get into it. So the first card you have considering is the Green Woman. Now if you look at the picture, there's the theme of the card is green. She's also wearing an eye mask that's again green feathers, and there is a moon crest on the top of her feathers. A lot of green, right? Green is a theme. Green is the thumb as well for some of you Cancerians ruled by ruled by moon. Ruled by moon, which is currently in Scorpio. Again, your sister water sign. That's 8,000 energy in general. Scorpio is 8,000 energy. But for those of you that are Cancer rising, this could be 4,000 energy as well as Scorpio, right? So that's the original house of the home, of family, the emotions. And I feel that with Green Woman, this, and especially the moon cycles, this is more about nurturing the environment. You might be into caring for the environment, planting a lot of plants outside or into some creative outdoor projects. You might be into landscaping or growing your own vegetables, but you're using your nurturing capabilities to grow something in the outside world. Maybe you are, creating communities. You could be thinking or living even in communities that are in like the middle of a little bit of jungle, because there are a lot of communities and retreats these days that, they take land and they build some retreat centers in the middle of jungles, in the middle of nowhere. So you could be over there. But the energy of this card is to ground your emotions to something natural practice, whether growing plants, vegetables, or land preservation, land restoration, environment cleanup, healing the environment, nurturing the environment is the energy of this. Especially in areas of fires and floods where a lot of green jungles and all of that get destroyed, you might be into that. You might be associated with those companies or organizations in some way. And this could also be just bringing a lot of green inside of your house. If you are an interior decorating person, sometimes we do a lot of greens in the house itself, like painting the walls green, bringing in a lot of green flowers, bouquets, wall paintings that bring the outdoor inside. This could also be writing poems or doing something crafts or writing blogs in regards to agriculture practices, farming, growing your gardens or taking care of plants or blogging about it, spending more time in nature, meditating, calming your emotions down, or using nature as an outlet to ground your emotions. But protection of the environment and, creating outside, areas in the greens, like in the middle of the jungle. Even the big companies these days have a green thumb, right? Because they want to nurture those spaces where people feel at ease and connected to nature. They grow those, glass offices, and they have a lot of greens inside, like what's that called, indoor plants and walls that have a lot of green and water flowing and indoor waterfalls and indoor fountains, indoor fountains and things like that. So that, or you might be into forestation, forest restoration, but that's what the general collective consciousness of Cancer is right now, into maybe nature and natural practices. Next card you have Cancerian is Spirit Guardian of Spring, and it says activation. There's a swan out here, there's flowers. Swans stand for grace, beauty. There's also inner work that you have been doing. You've been struggling through something. It could be struggling with your emotions, or maybe something that you have envisioned for yourself and you strongly feel about it. You're strongly, in your emotions about it. And using that nurturing spirit of you, which is a natural polarity of Cancerian, you probably starting a new phase, activating something. This is an activation spirit, because spring is the point of activation of spring. So number 36 here, 369 coming through important with these energies. So I do feel that you're ready to take care of a new project. Maybe you're expanding your family, but This is like you've already put the seeds down before, and something's working, something's getting activated. The seeds are sprouting now. So this is absolutely a new phase, something that has come about after you have thought long and deep. You've introspected, you've felt it strongly, whatever you are starting, whether it's business, career, a new family, a new place of living, a new place of dwelling, a new place of being. It could be anything. This could be also new rituals that you're introducing. Maybe you're just spring cleaning. There's a lot of with this touring. This picture itself gives me an energy of welcoming spring, like spring equinox rituals that are performed. You could be doing some kind of a ritual at your house to start a new journey. Maybe you got a new home and you're doing some rituals. You're starting a new business, you're doing some rituals for that. But something that will grow, something that you want to nurture, something that you feel strongly about. Yes, you could also be into agriculture and things like that, because when we have like those big markets that sell produce, and then we have the small local markets that also sell the same produce, the farmers markets. Those are kind of spirit guardians of spring, because they want to help out their local community markets. For some of you, this could be related to a lot of greenness coming through here in your energies, Cancerian. So there is something about nature, flowers. Maybe you're starting flower shops. Maybe you're interested into decorations. Or maybe you're just camping outside, spending a lot of time cooking outside, or spending time with friends and family, to just rejuvenate your own self, detox your body, because it helps to ground energies, to detox once we're out in the nature, breathing fresh, having meditation rituals as a collective. So you could be into that, or you could be cleaning up stuff in your house, or, living minimalistically, or bringing in neat natural tones into your house, like earthy tones. You could be redoing your home with earthy elements and earthy tones. Or again, like the previous energy, hand bring woman, this is an extension of it, forest restoration, agriculture, and taking care of nature is coming through very strongly. Next you have is the helpless and hopeless card, number 8. Now, 8 is a very powerful number. It's coming through prominent to your Cancerians for you. 8 is a number of karmic number. It's also a number of power. So I feel that the energies right now are, you might feel a little bit low right now, emotionally low. You might be in your fields about it, but this is a temporary phase, Cancerians. The reason why you have this is so that you explore your emotions and find ways of empowering yourself rather than having your emotions overwhelm you, right? Or rather than giving into these emotions, see what is the way to empower yourself, see a way out of this. That's what this karma is all about. It's a karmic point for you. It's a turning point for you where your emotions are driving your growth. So there is something that you're meant to figure out right now. So helpless and hopeless, it uses energy to find a way or something to do purposeful, meaningful, that will give you a new hope, right? So don't have to get bogged down by this, the low and the pain that you're feeling right now. Don't shut down right now. This is like a karmic point for you so that you can find your true strength and transmute these energies into something powerful. It happens all the time, when we're having like calamities and natural disasters. It's the most common example for this energy. Like when the tsunami comes, or when the earthquake comes, or when the fire comes, communities, people, they, end up shaking. They end up, in trouble, in a mess collectively. And then there's so many organizations that come together to help rebuild their lives, rebuild it in a new way, laws change, so that, in future, these things are not impactful, or people are not impacted by this. It's a time of learning. It's a time of restructure. It's a time of reflecting and seeing what are the changes can you make? How can you restructure your life or create something which is more powerful, more meaningful, something that will make you happy, something that will give you hope, something that will bring that inner peace. whether it's creating a new creative outlet or cooking or finding some other career paths, or connecting with new group of people, going out for travel, moving to a new city, finding a new home, whatever will empower you. It's going to be different for each one of you, but something that will make you feel reconnected with yourself. And look at the person over here standing straight, like in attention. There are two mountains here, two staircases. So this person feels like, where do I go? Like both the paths that I have in front of me are the same. They look the same. There's mountains, there's heaviness, there is struggle. There is, but there are staircases to climb. There is a little bit of green over here. If you see, green stands for growth, fertility, creativity, new avenues. So it might look that way, but because of this current energies, Mercury being retrograding, it will always cause that kind of confusion. But if you sit down with yourself for a bit, take some time off and rethink things, all hope is not lost. This is like the Five of Cups energy in the minor arcana. This is not, all hope is not lost. There is a sun which is rising. If you see in the picture, right, where he's looking, the sun is rising. So it's just that, yes, sometimes planetary transits, especially for Cancerians, you ruled by the moon. Moon goes to phases every single day. So it does make it a little bit of a deeper and complex emotional world for you at times, especially with the moon transits and all Mercury retrogrades in water signs. So basically, Cancerians, this is the time for you to replace that helplessness and hopelessness with a powerful sense of purpose. It could take a few hiccups and support and inner strength, but that's what that's what the cosmic alignment is asking for you to do. Get that inner strength and create that new pathway for yourself, which is more fulfilling. And the last card for today you have Cancerians is the Seven of Cups, and it's in the reverse for you. This is your energy. Cups is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. In the reverse, this is absolutely a wonderful time for you where you are being very decisive. So a period of not looking at the past illusions, coming out, seeing the reality, not and seeing through those smoke and mirrors. There are projections, there are of people and illusions of the past that we create for ourselves, or people create, or we see pictures or movies or people talking, sometimes they give wrong pictures, wrong information, marketing and all of that. Those are illusions. So coming out of emotional chaos and confusion and finally aligning with the past that is aligned with your values, with your genuine self. So you're making clear choices. You're no longer confused because you went inside, you paid attention. What did you want? You asked yourself those difficult questions, and now you're you're on a path, you're on a journey or in a direction. You pick a direction which is true to you. So I do feel that you're being more honest with yourself, and as a collective, also I feel that the world is moving towards more honest living. Breaking through illusions of the past and all especially the high brands and all of that. I feel those were kind of a little bit of an illusion, smoke and mirrors thing. Not completely, but a little bit of that, of course. But then now people are seeing through a lot of illusions, whether it's in the market or whether it's, shopping endlessly or whether it's just in politics and democracies and governments and things like that. So people are able to now see through the illusions. They're able to be honest with themselves and do things, take actions, set a lifestyle that suits them, that suits their genuine heartfelt self, that aligns with their values, whether it's moving to new cities or changing jobs or just, doing things that make them happy and fulfilled, not just for the sake of pictures on social media, but just because doing some things, participating in immense big events because they make them genuinely happy. Not because you want to post it on social media, but because you really want to be a part of it. And as those cutting through those illusions and all of those silly things that you bought into in the past, now you're coming out of that. And these are and this is a minor arcana. So These are energies that could be playing in your life or in the life of your, somebody in your family or around you in the environment, in your office space, anywhere. So share with me if you understand how these energies are playing out around you. It just helps me connect better with the energies of people at Amaranth. So guys, hope you enjoyed these messages. So thank you guys for joining. Please subscribe and hit the like if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you in the next one. Take care guys. Bye for now.